Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Star Wars: The Old Republic. In the last episode, Bowdre made himself known in Alderaan politics by beating the absolute crap out of a noble in order to get part of the information that we need to return to Baron Gerard to get the Durasteel Duke. Now we're here in House Thul, and we found out that House Organa is actually attacking through a series of hidden tunnels provided by a traitorous household. So, before we go and turn in any more quests and find out what's going on with the Durasteel Duke, we have an offensive to take care of. And we are definitely going to level up. And let's see which way we have to go. We're basically coming through a pantry. Retrieve thermite explosives. Which I suppose are these right here. These explosives should be powerful enough to knock out the key supports of the siege tunnel beneath Castle Thull. Yeah, word to the wise, kids, if you're going to have some sort of siege tunnel leading right to your backyard, you better make sure that you absolutely trust the people who are on the other side. Words to live by. And here's the group phase. And I'm not exactly sure how many of how many of House Organa's troops are going to be here. We're just going to call them Organa, otherwise I'm going to keep calling these things horses instead of houses. Whoa, what we got here? That is a long tunnel. This must be one heck of a pantry. I think it was a pantry, wasn't it? Kalissa, or Kalissa. This was the renegade house that they were talking about. So, let's introduce ourselves. Because they haven't met Bowdre yet.
Not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Indeed. Make yourself known there, Mako. You only have one chance to make a first impression. And defeat Kalissa forces 2 out of 15. Hey, explosive fuel tank. That takes care of them. And ironically, the demolitionist survived. It's Kalissa. Yeah, Kalissa. I want to say Khaleesi, but I know that is for sure not right. And you guys are in death from above range. Bam. Pretty easy so far. Now here is the key support pillar number 1. And here's the siege cave proper, it looks like. I wonder what kind of new toys we'll be getting once we level up. I'm looking forward to it. That's the coolest thing about leveling up in an MMO. You never know, if this is your first time playing through, what exactly you're going to get and how it's completely going to change how you play your class. Well, we may get the bonus quest just on attrition. Ooh. Here's another one. Let's just take out all the trash. These guys are going to die eventually if the tunnel collapses on them, but I like to think that Bowdre's being a little bit merciful. Which is out of character, but no worries. Alright, that's 2. And that looks... Eh? Oh!
Just had to put my mind to it.
If you're going to ambush me, you better, you know, make use of your surroundings, or mind your surroundings at least. Before I make use of your surroundings. And, ooh, that's interesting. So let's take these guys out. One of them's a tough. There's our level up. Shoryuken! Now it's just you and me. Or us, though. Can't forget Mako. She makes this partnership look good. A lot of people have hunting vibroblade parts. Is this the last? Kalissa Tunneler Droid.
You alright?
Huh. Probably have to get through there, don't we? Confront Lord Cedric. Oh, so we do have to fight this droid. Alrighty. Well, let's do this, Mako. Heavy duty firepower. Whoa!
Scared of you?
Yeah, that's enough of that. You go that way. A range fight's what I'm good at. And let's get some, vent some heat. I think we had a little bit of lag there. Or no, I just wasn't in range for the interrupt. Never mind. I'm a genius. And there's a nice little interrupt. And you're down. What do you got? Mantelian Infantry Belt. And strength and endurance, no thank you. Recharge and reload, and there is the Lord that we need to kill. Remember guys, the deepest, darkest level of hell is reserved for traitors and mutineers. And he is tough, and they are not. And we got all of our nice little AoE stuff ready to go. Hi. You got a top knot and a... Oh, it's a helmet.
Puppet who taught Gerard Thull to bite instead of bark. Does he lick your hand? Fetch your slippers?
You don't want to know.
Real Alderaanians will never bow to the likes of you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, shut up and die.
I'm here to collect your hide.
Then do it. Another will rise in my place, and another after that, until the last infant child.
That's good business.
You have a shred of honor. You face me like a man of noble blood. Instead, you hide behind a box of thermite.
If you had a shred of honor, you'd face me like a man of noble blood. So you want to take me on, huh? Fine. Let's duel.
You against me.
You surprise me, Bounty Hunter. I thought your kind couldn't change their minds unless they're paid to.
No, I'm still going to kill you.
Duel of skill, then. If you win, I will give my house over to Gerard Thull to use as he will. If I win, you stand aside and let me cleanse Alderaan of this scourge, and tell your Imperial handlers Alderaan lives free or dies!
Fair enough.
To arms!
Oh, duel, just you and me, huh? Really? That doesn't seem to be how it's working. So let's take out these guys, and it's just us, my friend. Nice little uppercut. Was that really what you wanted?
I concede.
Now I'm going to shoot you in the head.
Better skill. Perhaps it is Alderaan's fate to fall to the Empire. I will tell my people. We must find a way to live through these times.
No, you die. I just wanted to see if I could beat you in a fight.
No one challenges me and lives.
Then kill me. At least I will not live to see Alderaan fall.
Traitors are traitors, guys.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, hopefully we set these explosives off. I don't know if we actually do. If we didn't, then we didn't honor the contract. But we did take care of the traitorous house, so... And we did lose a little bit of Mako faction, but we're so high in Mako faction, it's not even that big of a deal. She loves our lovable rapscallioness. Our rogue-like scoundrel qualities. And no respawns, thankfully. Right as we head over the hill and see them all. Nope. Excellent. Let's actually look at my combat proficiencies here. Light 'em up. Tracer missile now applies an additional stack of tracer lock and power barrier if applicable. Where's tracer missile? Ah, cool. So that became a little bit nastier. Which I believe sundered the target. Is that what it did? Leaves a heat signature. Yeah. Just makes our stuff much more appropriate. Alright, out of the way here, Pex. Professionals coming through.
The Calazes just surrendered. My men are returning from the outpost to take them into custody.
Indeed.
The Calazes are acknowledging you as a man of honor.
Yeah.
I will tell Moff Cedc of your heroism immediately.
Yeah, we are... Yeah, we are so honorable, let me tell you. Well, they'll respect you now, for whatever that's worth.
I have won your place for you fairly, in a way they understand.
See, Mako, there was a point I did that.
But it did not cost us the battle. This time. The Thulls need not fear any further rebellion in their ranks. If the Empire is to keep you on retainer, our money would better go toward using you elsewhere.
Cool.
General Thull is coordinating our efforts near House Ald. Speak to him if you'd like to take a further role in this conquest.
You have saved my house's dream of ruling our world, and taught me much about what that will mean. I will not forget.
Yes, preach the word of Bowdreism. Commando barrel, basic commendation, and only a -1 affection gain at the end of the day. And attuned to the dark side. I haven't seen that before. Now, let's go to Baron Gerard, see what he has to say, and then we can go ahead and upgrade Bowdre's gear. Probably off camera, because that's going to take a while. But one thing I'd like to say about Bowdre's personality, from what I'm seeing here, is that if you challenge him to an upfront fight, he can't say no. He has to prove that he's better.
That's somebody's house? My entire block apartment back
You've
on
said
North
this
Canal
already,
fit in
Mako.
there. I'm gonna hate these people, aren't I?
Yes. Oh, we already hate them. That's been very well established. Let's... Oh, wait, here's a stairway up. Yeah, not really honor battles, but just, it's kind of the Vegeta thing. He has to prove that he's better. And then he'll shoot them in the head.
Okay.
And go let the Baron know that...
The Imperials were supposed to be keeping a tight leash on those sorts of things.
I beg your pardon? Do I have to shoot someone? Huh? That's what I thought. You tell him, Mako. And Gerard Nobleman, level 29 range. That's not a good sign. That's a sign we might have to fight our way out of here before this is all said and done.
It is clear that you have plans in motion, nephew. Ah, your newest lackey.
I want to punch him
Tell
too.
me, did my nephew mention that he already hired a bounty hunter and got him promptly killed?
Not interested. Working.
Past business dealings aren't my interest. Getting paid for this one is.
That could have been our competition. Might have caught a lucky break.
Indeed.
If you would please excuse yourself, Uncle. I have business with my advocate.
Go clean the wine
I
glasses.
see how your brat Rafid learned to disgrace us. Advocates. Ah.
Pah.
I just got a very impolite communication from Lord Malphus, saying that you assaulted him. Is that true?
Could be.
I may have negotiated with his face a little.
I've always thought that pompous nitwit could use a good straightening out.
There you go, Baron.
According to Malphus's information, Duke
That's a
Corwin
good
is in
employer right there.
negotiations with our enemy, House Organa. They're placing messages in phony relics at House Alder's Royal Museum for later retrieval. Duke Corwin's placed an imposter relic in the museum recently. You'll have to forcibly enter House Alder and find it.
Yep. On my way there, boss.
I'll get my gear together and head back out.
House Alder has the support of Organa and the Republic. Do not underestimate them. And use extreme caution. The museum holds priceless cultural treasures. Nobody wants to be responsible for destroying that heritage.
Bowdre's all about discretion.
See, after all.
Yeah, there you go, Mako. Get to see the sights. And aim and endurance. Another commendation. And 107 affection gain for Mako. Awesome. Now, before I go off camera to upgrade Bowdre's gear, let's see if we can find a bounty hunter trainer here in town. I assume so. And then we'll get him all modded up and ready to go. Now, if I was a bounty hunter trainer in Alderaan of all places, where would I be? Probably off planet if he knew what was good for him. And, ooh, I see a quest there. We will talk to him as soon as we are done with these little errands. Let's see a map. There's the market. Well, no one over here. At least we're getting a nice little lay of the land here. Wonder how many people slip and bust their butts on the floor with all this snow. Probably up here next to this cantina. Or some semblance of a cantina, at least. Well, I cannot seem to find them. I'll tell you what, guys. I will go ahead and keep searching, keep hunting, as bounty hunters are wont to do. And I will be right back, all modded up, and hopefully with some new toys. So I was searching in the wrong part of town. It was over here next to House Thul. True, went right by it. So here's what we got, guys. Pretty interesting. As I showed you earlier, that's the house. We have Light 'em Up, where Tracer Missile now applies an additional stack of Tracer Lock and Power Barrier, if applicable. And now we also got an upgrade to Combustible Gas Cylinder, I believe. One other thing, I think Flamethrower. But here's the interesting thing. Supercharged Gas requires and converts 10 stacks. Essentially, we just... regarding heat. And depending on what we have here for our cylinders, it does something awesome. So increase armor pen by 10% if we use high velocity gas cylinders, which is what we do. And while active, damage dealt by tracer missile, heat seeker missiles, blazing bolts, and priming shot gains supercharged velocity, which increases speed by 1%. So we're gonna have to play around with that. Now, and here's the fun part. I will not be modding my stuff. Apparently, I skipped an entire level. The new mods for Bowdre's armor are available at 27 and 29. They're available at odd-numbered levels. So we went through all of level 27 without getting the mods. So that's actually kind of a good thing for us, as long as we stick this level out and are able to get through it with a minimum of bloodshed, at least Bowdre's bloodshed. We should be able to have plenty of commendations to completely upgrade his armor at 29. So we're just going to have to deal with that as we go along. Now let's talk to Agent Vickers here.
Hunter, a job for you. The blasted Jedi are at it again.
Those darn Jedi.
They've uncovered a holocron. Normally I wouldn't lose sleep over a Jedi knick-knack, but we intercepted an SIS transmission. This holocron's packed with condemning historic intel on House Thul. Crimes, barbaric acts, it could cost us Alderaan. We can't... Oh, sorry, chest pain, it'll pass.
So you want me to steal it?
Sounds like you imps would love to get your hands on this holocron.
To put it bluntly, yes. The Jedi just started deciphering the blasted thing. Perfect timing, too, right when my stress meds run out. I won't pretend this is an easy job, but we need that...
It's probably a heroic.
Secured.
I'm on it.
I'll get your holocron. You arrange my payment.
It's a deal. Get that holocron, then give it to Lord Erdun, and teach those blasted Jedi a lesson. No, I'm alright, just go.
Yeah. Pride of the Empire right there. Oh, we don't even have to.
Okay.
Awesome. It's not a heroic quest, so Bowdre does get to hunt some Jedi. Whoa. That's cool. That's a Thranta, I believe. That's one of Alderaan's native flying creatures that they use as taxis here. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous, or not really nervous, but I'm kind of concerned going in this with slightly subpar armor, but I shouldn't worry. I'm a strong, independent bounty hunter that don't need no mods. So, right around the road here, I'm glad to get away from Killik nests and Organa soldiers. At least these Organa soldiers. They were a pain. I think that was the area... Yeah, I wasn't able to record that because the game went wonky in the last episode, but essentially what happened is that there were these Organa mobs that kept on shooting missiles that would knock you down, and they would just keep on spamming it. It was more annoying than challenging. And I remember in one of... Oh, there's another Killick hive. I spoke too soon. And I remember... And I do know we have to deal with the Killicks. Oh, those aren't Killicks. Those are gorilla lookouts. I do know we have to deal with the Killicks a little later, I believe. Because they're all over this planet. I remember the heroic quest we decided not to take said something about a beach. Could you imagine a beach being like an actual like ocean beach being this close to Arctic weather and mountains on Earth? Is there any place like that? I do not know. It is pretty scenery, I'll give it that. I'd like to go fishing. I'm really glad fishing's not in this game, though. There's usually fishing in every MMO. The Juran Ascent. And here is door number 1. Which is... Oh. Okay, we're going to be taking on the Jedi before this episode's over. That's awesome. And then we can investigate the Royal Museum and report to Lord Stanel.
Need some help?
Knock knock, Padawans. Ooh. Okay, we've upgraded from Padawans to straight Jedi Knights. I like it. It's upgrading. Getting nastier and nastier.
I'm scared of you.
And oh, were you part of that?
Just had to put my mind to it.
Defeat Jedi and Organa forces 4 out of 20. And you guys are glowing. That's not good. And, ooh. Okay, something malfunctioned there. Alright, Mr. Jedi Knight. I'm not a Mandalorian, but I'm more than tough enough to take you on. I won't do this for honor, I'll just do this for money. Shoryuken! Credits and another Enviro climatizer. Acclimatizer. Must be a standard thing given at birth to people on Alderaan. Every time I think of Alderaan, though, all I think is of Peter Cushing as Grand Moff Tarkin saying, "You're far too trusting." Which is kind of awesome, because Peter Cushing, most people know him from Star Wars, and I did too initially, and then I saw all the awesome work he did with the Hammer horror movies back in the 50s and 60s. He was also an extremely good Sherlock Holmes, and apparently one of the sweetest guys you would have ever met on the planet Earth. And him and Christopher Lee were incredibly good friends. Oh, hello there, Mr. Jedi. Which is cool that they both have a place in Star Wars lore, with Peter Cushing as Grand Moff Tarkin and Peter Cushing as Grand Moff Tarkin and Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. And Christopher Lee is still kicking at 93, I believe. I know his health hasn't been all that hot, but let's hope for many more years to come for Sir Christopher. Hopefully another metal album, too. Oh, poor Jedi. I must finish him off with an uppercut. At least attempt to. And there is another Jedi coming up. Apparently he had the cloak over his eyes. We're almost there to the holocron.
You alright?
Now the interesting thing would watch these stories, like these behind the scenes stories on Star Wars, it was very hard for Carrie Fisher to act scared or intimidated around Peter Cushing, because despite the fact that Peter Cushing was a very fierce-looking man when he could, he was apparently like the sweetest man you'd ever meet, and she just couldn't, you know, see him in that kind of way. Which is kind of a cool testament to how awesome he must have been. And he was wearing slippers, too. The combat boots that they gave him, or the Imperial boots they gave him, were way too tight. So he asked George Lucas if he could be shot from the waist up, as not to show the fact that he was wearing, like, fuzzy slippers. So there's a little inside info. Oh, this guy's got his saber drawn. He means business. So if you mean business, let's go ahead and hit you with a concussion missile. Deal with you. And that's the bonus mission done with. And this should be a dead Jedi here. Get away. There we go. Every Jedi should be beaten with an uppercut. A well-timed uppercut. And, oh! Pressed the wrong thing there. What's that called? An actual rocket punch. Almost there. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully it's not a train. You guys just chilling here. No alarms or anything. You guys did not have a good base ready in case of invaders. You go away. You take a rocket punch. And you just get rockets to your face. And we should be... Okay, just a lone science guard and a Jedi Knight there. Is there anything... Another Jedi Knight. Another Organa science officer. Cool. So, concussion missile for our robed friend. Whoops. Oh, death from above didn't even hit anyone. Alright, let's focus here. I'm actually going to use the shield, because why not? Take care of the non-elites.
Okay.
Just use all of our... I haven't even used any of my new abilities yet. Of course, it doesn't look like we're going to need to. Rocket punch! There we go. Now, where's... Oh, here's the holocron. And report to Lord Erdan. Let them know that the dark secrets of House Thul will remain such. Which I don't even think that would be... That should be an issue. If the current... Oh, we got respawns already. If the current members of House Thul haven't done these things, I don't think they should be convicted for the sins of their fathers. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. It's been very productive and very fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. That'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.